All right, folks, let's go to day 2. Day 2, you are going to do some multiplying to find each product. I'm not going to get too deep into this because you guys know how to multiply 2 by 1 numbers. I'm not even worried about that. So, I'll do a quick one right here. 12 times 6. First, we're going to multiply our 1. 6 times 2 equals 12. I put that 2 here. I carry that 1 over here. 6 times 1 equals 6, plus 1 equals 7. So 12 times 6 equals 72, okay? Now, I'm going to scoot on to looking at the second part on page 53, and it is looking at, it says read each sentence. If it is a complete sentence, write C on the line. Complete sentence means that we have a complete subject and predicate. The boy ran home. The dog ate his food. The dog peed on the carpet. Those are complete sentences. Now we're also going to take a look at, if it's a fragment, write F, and if it's a run-on, write R. Then choose one fragment and one run-on to completely correct on the long lines, which is right underneath. So what is a fragment of a sentence? We're going to look at these two. I'm going to put this up on the Google Classroom too. Fragments are incomplete sentences. They're just a piece. That'd be like trying to grab a cookie and you only got a little piece of the chocolate chip or a little piece. You didn't get the whole cookie. This is not the whole sentence. So they are either missing a complete subject or predicate, the cookie. That's not a whole sentence. So the big fluffy dog, that's the guy's sentence. Are you kidding me? The big fluffy dog, what? There's no action. So this group of words only tells who or what the sentence is about. It does not talk about what the action was. Ran down the street. Oh my gosh, this one is a group of words that only tells us what's happening. It's also a fragment. The big fluffy dog ran down the street. That is a complete sentences. And then we have our run-on sentences. Run-on sentences are 2 or more sentences that could be complete on their own, but the writer puts them together. So the boy went to the mall. He got a new pair of basketball shoes. This is a run-on sentence. You could break this up. The boy went up to the mall. He got a new pair of basketball shoes. So I'm going to put this up on this resource up there too, so we can go over it. So number 11, went to the YMCA on Friday afternoon. Sounds fun. Went to the YMCA on Friday afternoon. Who? What do you think? Is that a whole sentence? Is that a complete sentence? No. Is it a fragment? Is it missing something? It is. But what about Maya's favorite subject is science because she likes doing experiments? What do you think about that one? Could that get marked down? I'm gonna check this out. 53, page number 12. Page 53, 12. Sorry, I'm gonna see what they're gonna say about this. 53, number 12. That's what I was thinking. Complete sentence. It's just evidence. It's not 2 whole sentences, and it could be. Hella. It's not a run-on when there's too many sentences, too many complete sentences. Okay, so next you're gonna work on the next page, which is looking at tables. Now these tables, this is number 17, these tables just simply, you're going to put in the different, it's like an input data chart. They're gonna give you what each represents. So 5 pennies equals 1 nickel. 1 nickel equals 5 pennies. But what if you had 10 pennies? How many nickels would that be? Well, it's 5, 10. That'd be 2 nickels. Okay, well, what about 15 pennies? 5, 10, 15. Okay, so that's 3 nickels. Okay, what about 20? 5, 10, 15, 20. Can't do it with my marker. 4 nickels. What about 25? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 5 nickels. Ah! Sorry. And then what about 30? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's 6 nickels. Use your best problem-solving skills to solve these. They're going to give you pieces of the data. Number 19, I want you to really push yourself because they're gonna give you pieces of the data and I want you to push it. And then page 54. I've never actually taught you this, so you do not need to do it, but I'm gonna show you how to do it, okay? This is basically a 2-digit divisor into a 3-digit dividend. So we know what we need to do. We need to divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back. Divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back. Okay, so we're gonna use our best skills. You are going to have to do this next year. So if you don't get it and you don't want to, instead of me saying skip the whole thing, I thought, let's just try a little bit. So we're going to take a look at our divisor, sorry. And that 30, we can look at that 3, okay? Now, how many times does 30 go into 18? It can't. So we're gonna have to look 30 into 189. So start looking at it this way. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. That's pretty close. And I won't always be able to tell you, hey, just do that in your head and see if you can do it. Because it's really difficult, and this is why I'm going to tell you over and over and over and over, and I've told you already over and over how important it is for you to know your facts. So how many times does 30 go into 189? Let's try 6, because 6 times 30 times 6 would be 6 times 0 equals 0. 6 times 3 equals 180. So that's gonna probably get us pretty close. So 30 can go into 180 about 6 times. So let's put a 6 here. So now we divided. Now we're going to multiply. 6 times 30 equals 180. Now we're going to subtract. Okay, is there any numbers I need to bring down? No. So our answer here would be 6 with a remainder of 9. If you're like, whoa, that's tricky. It is. But I want you to use your best problem-solving skills here to see how close you can about get it. And then try it. It's going to be some trial and error. Okay. So we're going to do another example. 70 goes into 456. 7, think about it. 7. If you just looked at 7, does 70 go into 45? No. So we're going to have to do 70 into 456. About how many times does 7 go into 45? Well, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. Uh-oh. I can't get it past 45. So I'm going to say 42, okay? Well, what is, we'll do this one. 7 times what equals 42? 7 times 6. So let's see how close we can get it. What is, we're just trying it. Always use pencil with these because you're going to be just trying and figuring out. 70 times 6. Well, what's 7 times 6? Let me give you a clue. Whenever you sneeze, say 42. So 420. Okay, we're going to now subtract it. We've multiplied, now we're subtracting. 6 minus 0 equals 6. 5 minus 2 equals 3. 4 minus 4 equals 0. If this number is bigger than this number, then this number needs to be higher. Okay? So if you did it and you were like, wait, why is that 72? 72 can't be down here. It has to be this remainder, this difference here needs to be less than that number if we're saying it, okay? So 70 goes into 456 6 times with a remainder of 36. Trial and error. You're going to be estimating a little bit. You need a multiplication chart, use it. But you're going to have to do this next year. So if you feel like you're ready for that challenge and you want to try it, go ahead. Send me any questions or issues you have, and I promise I'll help you. Okay? Good luck with day 3, and I'll see, or day 2, and I'll see you for day 3.